You all may have seen cockroaches. A cockroach is found in your kitchen. It is also found in your living room.
Sometimes it is even found in your classroom.
Have a look at this cockroach. A cockroach is brown in color.
A cockroach is the oldest insect on the earth. A cockroach feeds on the vegetables, biscuits, and fruits.
Like a butterfly and a housefly, a cockroach too has many stages in its life cycle. Students, now let us discuss about the different stages of the life cycle of a cockroach. Let us have a look at these old rags. You can see some purse-like structures. They are the egg cases of a cockroach. Let's have a closer look at one of them. The egg case of a cockroach is dark brown in color. The egg case of a cockroach is called the ootheca.
An ootheca is about 6 to 12 millimeters in length.
Have a look at this female cockroach. You can see an ootheca coming out of its abdomen.
A female cockroach can give up to 8 oothecae in its lifetime.
A single ootheca may contain 6 to 40 rice-like elongated structures. They are the eggs of a cockroach.
A female cockroach lays its eggs covered in ootheca in different places.
A cockroach may lay eggs on the edges of old suitcases. It may lay eggs on old rags. It also may lay eggs in between the old clothes.
Usually, a cockroach lays its eggs in safe and hidden places.
You all know that the eggs of a butterfly and a housefly hatch into larvae. The larvae of a butterfly and a housefly are worm-like organisms. They do not look like their adults. After 6 to 8 weeks, an egg of a cockroach also hatches into a larva. But its larva is not worm-like. It is a young cockroach which looks like an adult cockroach. So the young cockroach is not called a larva. It is called a nymph. A nymph of a cockroach is small and white in color. Like a larva of a butterfly, a nymph of a cockroach is also active.
It feeds on decaying and old matter.
You all know that a butterfly larva sheds its exoskeleton. A housefly larva also sheds its exoskeleton. Like the larva of a butterfly and a housefly, a cockroach nymph too sheds its exoskeleton. Shedding of the exoskeleton is known as molting.
A nymph may undergo 5 to 19 molting before it changes into an adult cockroach. Every time a nymph molts, it becomes larger and darker.
Usually, in about 3 to 6 weeks, a nymph grows into an adult cockroach. But sometimes, only after 2 years, a nymph grows into an adult cockroach. Isn't that strange? We all know that a larva of a housefly first changes into a pupa. The pupa is the resting phase of a housefly, isn't it? Unlike a larva of a housefly, a nymph of a cockroach does not change into a pupa. It directly changes into an adult.
So, a cockroach does not have resting phase in its life cycle.
That is, a cockroach does not have pupal stage in its life cycle. This is an adult cockroach. Let us have a close look at its body. It is dark in color.
We can divide the body of a cockroach into 3 parts: head, thorax, and abdomen.
Like a butterfly, a cockroach too has a pair of antennae on the top of its head. The antennae of a cockroach also act like our sense organs.
An adult cockroach lives only for 4 to 9 months. Sometimes it may live up to a year.
Like the housefly, the cockroaches too have male and female. A male cockroach and a female cockroach meet together for reproduction. It is called mating. After mating, a female cockroach can lay eggs. A female cockroach gives out an ootheca. There are numerous eggs deposited inside it. An egg gives rise to a nymph. A nymph, in turn, gives rise to an adult. In this way, the life cycle of a cockroach goes on and on.
Unlike a butterfly and a housefly, a cockroach has only 3 stages in its life cycle. They are the egg, the nymph, and the adult.
None of the stages in the life cycle of a butterfly or a housefly look similar. All of them look completely different. Unlike the different stages in the life cycle of a butterfly or a housefly, the nymph and the adult stages in the life cycle of a cockroach do not differ completely. The nymph looks like an adult.
A cockroach has only 3 stages in its life cycle: the egg, the nymph, and the adult. Among the three stages, the nymph and the adult stages look similar. So, a cockroach has incomplete metamorphosis.